These 6 men are gonna fight for the chance to get the Money in the Bank. Marino both grabbing ladders, and Vin Diesel attacking Dino Santino. Italiano versus Vin Diesel. What's this? What's this? Tuco Salamanca! Tuco Salamanca is cashing in the Money in the Bank on his own cousin! Can you believe what we're seeing here? Tuco Salamanca is cashing in the Money in the Bank. This is now a triple threat match. He has just betrayed his own cousin. What the hell is this? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to IWA Friday Night Havoc. It is your favorite color commentator, Marty Feldspar, and we have returned with Friday Night Havoc. After months of pending litigation, Friday Night Havoc returns, kicking off with a 6-man tornado tag match with the IWA Tag Team Champions. The champions, Escalito and Nacho Libre, defend their title against Walt and Jesse and the Salamanca twins. Followed by that is a singles match between Dino Santino and Ludwig Kaiser, the IWA European champion. Followed by that is a singles match between Mike Ehrmantraut, who is the IWA Light Heavyweight champion, against new IWA signing Hank Schrader. Followed by that is a match between Hector Salamanca and Gustavo Fring. Following that is a match for the IWA Internet Champion belonging to Captain Extremo, where he defends his bout against John Michael Michaels and Justin Kennedy. And the main event of the evening, former IWA World Heavyweight Champion Lalo Salamanca tees off against Tony Soprano. And we kick off the show here with the Salamanca twins returning to the rings after months of selling drugs, committing crime over in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they just stare at their opponents, Walt and Jesse, and Nacho Libre and Escalito. And ladies and gentlemen, we promise an action-packed match here for you tonight. And we just have these evil bastards, the Salamanca twins, looking to capture some IWA Tag Team Gold against the champions Nacho Libre and Escalito, their counterparts from Mexico, and Walt and Jesse, 2 men they are very familiar with. And here we have Nacho Libre getting powerbombed immediately by Jesse Pinkman. And now Walt grabbing Escalito. Jesse Pinkman Irish whipping Marco Salamanca into the corner of the ring. Lalo Salamanca outside of the ring. And Walt just clawing the back of Escalito and grabbing Escalito by the back. STO by Walt. And Jesse Pinkman getting kicked and kneed by Lionel Salamanca. Nacho Libre, Walt going back and forth at it, and Nacho Libre with the chops. And Nacho Libre missing the right hand. And Walt grabbing Nacho Libre and driving the knee to the face of Nacho Libre. Jesse Pinkman beating the shit out of Lionel Salamanca. And Marco Salamanca is punishing Escalito outside of the ring. And here's Marco Salamanca with a steel chair right to Escalito's head. And another steel chair shot. 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 Oh my God, this man needs to be put in jail. And Walt going for a fast pin on Nacho Libre. And we have Jesse Pinkman doing counted punches on Lionel Salamanca. And Walt, right hands at Marco Salamanca. And Armando, our new cameraman, needs to get away from the risers. And Walt with a power slam on Nacho Libre. And the right hand to Lionel Salamanca. And Jesse Pinkman with a quick pin on Marco Salamanca. And we may have champions here. We do not have new champions. And Jesse Pinkman is standing in the middle of the ring as Escalito hammers away at Lionel Salamanca. And Nacho Libre also hammering away at Lionel Salamanca, quite literally with the sledgehammer. And Lionel Salamanca now tip up, kicking Nacho Libre in the head. And Marco Salamanca has that kendo stick. And Walt making his way into the ring. And here's Walt grabbing Nacho Libre and a big punch by Walt. And Marco Salamanca with kicks and punches to Walt. Nacho Libre drop kicking Marco Salamanca and missing the drop kick on Lionel Salamanca, who misses the front flip over the top rope on Jesse Pinkman. And Walt just laying there like a carcass in the middle, the corner of the ring. Nacho Libre with a front flip over the top rope springboard style onto Marco Salamanca. And Jesse Pinkman has been busted wide open. And Lionel Salamanca rolling into the ring. And we have Lionel Salamanca picking up that kendo stick. And he's looking to whoop some ass with that stick. But Nacho Libre grabbing him in a headlock and punching him in the face and busting him wide open. A laceration in the face of Lionel Salamanca, who gets tossed in the ring by Nacho Libre. And Nacho Libre with a baseball bat, hitting Lionel Salamanca right in the balls. That's gotta be painful, and now kicking him in the shin. And Nacho Libre with the three amigos on Lionel Salamanca. Dos amigos. And perhaps a third amigo. Three amigos. And Nacho Libre going for the pinfall. A 1 count. A 2 count. Count faster ref. Lionel Salamanca has just barely kicked out. And Marco Salamanca missing his kick attempt. Nacho Libre flipping him on his ass onto the canvas. And Walt is entering the ring now to fight Nacho Libre and the Salamanca twins. And here's Nacho Libre absolutely whooping ass. Jesse Pinkman ragdolling Marco Salamanca. And Armando, goddammit, get away from the risers, you sack of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for our new cameraman Armando. We are paying him $20 per show, so you can understand why he is doing so bad. And please, do not ask about any certifications about Armando, because we ain't got none. And here's Escalito, driving the knee into the face of Marco Salamanca. And Lionel Salamanca going for the cover on Nacho Libre, who kicks out immediately. And we've got Nacho Libre making his way to his feet. Escalito getting into it with Jesse Pinkman. And Nacho Libre getting hoisted up by Lionel Salamanca. Big punch to Nacho Libre. A big punch to the champion, who just barely rolls out of the ring. Escalito gets pinned. A double pin. A double pin. A double pin by the Salamanca twins. And ladies and gentlemen, we have new IWA Tag Team Champions. Oh my, did you just see the way that they double pinned the opposition, two separate teams, to let them both know that they just got their ass whooped by the Salamanca twins. Oh my, and 3 amigos weren't enough. 10 amigos couldn't be enough. Check that. 400 amigos could not be enough to beat the Salamanca twins tonight. And we have new IWA Tag Team Champions, goddammit. And the Salamancas restore some gold in their name after an embarrassing display at Money in the Bank, where they were betrayed by their own cousin, Tuco Salamanca, who has captured the IWA World Heavyweight Champion and took off on his own to do his own thing. But nevertheless, we have new IWA Tag Team Champions, and their names are the Salamanca twins, Lionel and Marco Salamanca. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a singles match coming up between Dino Santino and Ludwig Kaiser. here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the IWA European Champion, making his excellent entrance, Ludwig Kaiser. And ladies and gentlemen, look at his excellency. Look at Ludwig Kaiser, European excellence, German excellence, Ludwig Kaiser, IWA excellence. And this man always looks pissed. And I'm assuming it's because he's German. But I cannot make that assumption. Yes, I can. Because guess what? Marty Feldspar can do whatever he wants. And here's Dino Santino running up on Ludwig Kaiser and attacking him in the back of the knee. And Dino Santino throwing a right hand at Ludwig Kaiser and a suplex by Dino Santino. Classic Germany versus Italy action here at IWA Friday Night Havoc. And Ludwig Kaiser just smacking Dino Santino. And Dino Santino going for a DDT. But Ludwig Kaiser digging deep and fighting back. And here we have Dino Santino kneeing Ludwig Kaiser in the body. And we don't even have a match under the way here because the ref has yet to ring the bell. And Dino Santino getting kicked in the head by Ludwig Kaiser, who picks Dino Santino's sorry Italian ass up, throws him towards the ring, as Ludwig Kaiser, the IWA European Champion, looks to get this match out of the way. But here's Dino Santino kicking away at Ludwig Kaiser once more, getting thrown into the ground by Ludwig Kaiser. And here's Ludwig Kaiser picking Dino Santino up, throwing him towards the ring once more, looking to put a beginning to this match so we can put an end to this match. And here's Ludwig Kaiser with a bitch slap to Dino Santino. And Ludwig Kaiser now making his way into the ring. Just kidding. Drops down. Lets Dino Santino get in the ring first. Some mind games by the German. And Ludwig Kaiser has yet to enter the ring. And he has now entered the ring. And this match can now begin. And here we have Dino Santino picking Ludwig Kaiser up for a backbreaker slam. And these IWA fans already losing their shit as Dino Santino taunting Ludwig Kaiser. And now, this match has truly begun and is on the way. And here's Ludwig Kaiser making his way to the feet. And Dino Santino immediately looking to throw him out of the ring. Ludwig Kaiser, a big right hand to Dino Santino. And Ludwig Kaiser getting dragged across the ring by Dino Santino. And Dino Santino using the ropes to his advantage to choke Ludwig Kaiser. Remember, anything goes here at the IWA essentially. We have no insurance, we have no morals, and we are here purely for your entertainment. And here is Dino Santino picking Ludwig Kaiser up, throwing Ludwig Kaiser into the corner of the ring. Ludwig Kaiser using both feet to hit Dino Santino in the face. And Ludwig Kaiser spearing Dino Santino into the corner and now driving that boot into the face of that Italian man. And that boot ain't no red bottom, let me tell you. And Ludwig Kaiser snap suplex to Dino Santino. And ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? We have perhaps Ludwig Kaiser going high flying action with a flying elbow. Dino Santino getting clothesline by Ludwig Kaiser, a clothesline from Berlin. And here's Ludwig Kaiser throwing Dino Santino into the corner, punching the air, some shadow boxing, and now kicking Dino Santino in the head and just wedging him in between the ropes. And Ludwig Kaiser kicking Dino Santino in the chest. And here's Ludwig Kaiser kicking away at Dino Santino all across the body. And here's the IWA European Champion. High flying action here by Ludwig Kaiser, who drops the elbow but misses. And Dino Santino is now on the offensive, kicking Ludwig Kaiser in the knee and going for a pin and a 1 count. Not enough to pin the IWA European Champion. And here's Ludwig Kaiser just throwing Dino Santino back and throwing him into the canvas and going for a quick pin. And only a 1 count for Ludwig Kaiser. Missing the drop kick. Attacking Dino Santino. And Dino Santino now dragging Ludwig Kaiser across the ring, leaning him up against the ropes. And what's Dino Santino got in store here for the IWA European Champion? Dino Santino's going to play dirty, and he's going to unbuckle the turnbuckle. Ludwig Kaiser, high-flying action, springboard style. Dino Santino throwing Ludwig Kaiser into the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, that turnbuckle is completely exposed here at the hands of Italian Dino Santino. And the referee now putting the turnbuckle back together. And Dino Santino with the brass knuckles to Ludwig Kaiser. Dino Santino has just knocked Ludwig Kaiser clean out. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, Ludwig Kaiser has just managed to kick out. We saw it all. Dino Santino with the dirtiest tricks in the game. The brass knuckles by the Italian brass on the chin. The German chin of Ludwig Kaiser. And an enziguri kick to the head of Dino Santino. And Ludwig Kaiser now attacking the ref for not seeing the brass knuckle attack. And a European uppercut to Dino Santino. Ludwig Kaiser now grabbing a weapon of his own to even the odds after that brass knuckle hit, and he does hit Dino Santino 2 times. Make that 3 times, 4 times with the sledgehammer. And Ludwig Kaiser, lucky that the ref did not see his attack, missing the clothesline. And Dino Santino, a Mambo Italiano slam from Ludwig Kaiser. And Dino Santino, pinfall and a 2 count. Just kidding. Ludwig Kaiser kicking out. And oh my, ladies and gentlemen, what a match here between these two bastards, Ludwig Kaiser and Dino Santino. And here's Dino Santino kicking Ludwig Kaiser. And Dino Santino has got to be mad that that brass knuckles attack did not work in his favor, as Ludwig Kaiser somehow, some way managed to kick out of that fierce punch. And here's Ludwig Kaiser. What's Lalo Kaiser doing? He's heading to the top rope. Why is he trying to reach that far? No way he'll get that. Ludwig Kaiser missing the attack on Dino Santino. He had 3 other turnbuckles to choose from, and he chose the worst one. And here's Ludwig Kaiser. Irish whipping Dino Santino, but Dino Santino reversing. And a left hand by Dino Santino to Ludwig Kaiser. Driving that back into the side of the ring. Ludwig Kaiser discombobulating both eardrums of Dino Santino. And Ludwig Kaiser getting picked up by Dino Santino, who's going to look to drive him into the side barricade. And here's Dino Santino. Snap suplex to Ludwig Kaiser. And Dino Santino now picking Ludwig Kaiser up, throwing him towards the table. And the ring announcers making their way away from the action. And Ludwig Kaiser with the European uppercut to the fellow European. And here's Ludwig Kaiser looking to win this match by countout. Just kidding, he's going to drop the elbow on Dino Santino from 10 feet in the air. And Ludwig Kaiser throwing Dino Santino towards the corner of the ring and discombobulating the eardrums once again. The Italian stallion does not know what hit him. And here's the German looking to put Dino Santino through the announce table. And here's Dino Santino now driving the elbow into the face of Ludwig Kaiser. Throwing Ludwig Kaiser into the ring. Dino Santino does not want to win by countout. Very commendable by the Italian. And here's Ludwig Kaiser missing the punch on Dino Santino. Dino Santino hoisting Ludwig Kaiser up, who reverses his attack, driving the back into the canvas. And Ludwig Kaiser teeing up for a reverse STO DDT. And Ludwig Kaiser putting the arm over Dino Santino. And the referee counting to 3. And Ludwig Kaiser has just beaten Dino Santino here on Friday Night Havoc. And oh my, what a reverse STO DDT by Ludwig Kaiser to put Dino Santino in the dirt. And the IWA champion, Ludwig Kaiser, is certainly feeling proud of himself here tonight as he leaves without a mark on his face. The champion and the victor here tonight. And here's Ludwig Kaiser doing that signature pose of his. And ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere because we have the IWA Light Heavyweight Champion, Mike Airman Trout, facing off against new IWA signing, Hank Schrader. And here we have DEA agent ASAC Schrader from the hit show Breaking Bad, making his IWA debut. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited by this signing because you and I know damn well that this man loves to whoop some ass. On the clock, off the clock, it doesn't matter. On duty, off duty, he's handing out ass whoopings. And look at this man, he's just looking itching to whoop some ass. And here we have Hank wiping his feet on the mat, entering the ring, and just embracing the crowd, throwing up the devil horns. And I'll tell you what, this man better have his knuckle game on point because there is no type of drugs he can plant on the opposition tonight. And who else would it be but the IWA Light Heavyweight Champion, Mike Airman Trout. Now look at this man. Him and Hank Schrader have had a long-lasting game of cat and mouse. And look at this man in his black sunglasses. Cool demeanor. And that big, beautiful IWA Light Heavyweight Championship belt that he so proudly wears around his waist. Look at the IWA Light Heavyweight Champion right here, Mike Airman Trout, just embracing the IWA fans that do not really seem to like him due to his affiliations with Gus Fring. We promise to have an action-packed match here tonight. Two former police officers, two former violent police officers who love beating the shit out of their captives. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which one of these two former police officers are gonna be more violent. I'm leaning towards the DEA agent. But Mike Airman tried with a big boot to Hank Schrader and driving that boot into the gut of Hank Schrader and pulling the leg. And Hank immediately missing his attack, and Mike Airman tried with another big boot, kicking Hank Schrader in the back, picking ASAC Schrader up, driving the knee into the gut of Hank Schrader, and a big spinning fist, missing, and Hank Schrader, Irish whip into the corner, missing his clothesline. And here's Hank Schrader, grabbing the arm of Mike Airman Trout. And Mike Airman Trout with the big right hands of Hank Schrader. And now these two are gonna go ahead and exchange blows. A right hand by Mike, a chop by Hank, a right hand by Mike, and a slap by Hank. And Hank Schrader with the right hand, taunting Mike Airman Trout. And a right hand by Hank Schrader. The DEA agent just gave the former Philly cop a headbutt. And now Hank is heading for high-flying action of frog splash. And Hank Schrader going for the pinfall. Not a one count though. And Mike Airman Trout now using those evasive maneuvers. Hank Schrader driving the knee into Mike Airman Trout, missing the uppercut. Mike Airman Trout kicking lefts and rights and in between. And a spinning elbow, driving the knee into the face of Hank Schrader. Here's Mike Airman Trout now. Spin spinning fist, knocking Hank Schrader on his knees. And here's Mike Ehrmantraut kicking Hank Schrader in the face. And Hank Schrader just getting ragdolled across the ring and tossed outside of the ring. And Mike Ehrmantraut high-flying action. But the old man does not make it past 2 feet. And Mike Ehrmantraut now dropping the ass on Hank Schrader. Throwing Officer Schrader into the barricade. The referee's still counting, but stopping his count. And here's Mike Ehrmantraut picking Hank Schrader up. And Hank Schrader reversing the Irish whip. Both men making their way back into the ring, it seems. Hank Schrader in the ring, taunting Mike Ehrmantraut. Mike Ehrmantraut circling around the ring like he's Jaws. And now he decides to run into the ring. And Mike Ehrmantraut running knee into the face of Hank Schrader. Kicking a man while he's down. Kicking Hank Schrader in the back. More kicks to the back of Hank Schrader. And Mike Ehrmantraut is going absolutely apeshit here. Kick to the face. And Mike Ehrmantraut is beating the dog shit out of Hank Schrader. A big right hand, left hand, left hand, and a big right hand. And Mike Ehrmantraut going for a chicken twister. Kicking the referee in the face. And Mike Ehrmantraut slides out of the ring. Like he's Jackie Robinson sliding for third base. Mike Ehrmantraut hitting Hank Schrader with the sledgehammer. And dropping the evidence. And going for the pinfall. And Mike Ehrmantraut letting Hank Schrader off of the hook. And perhaps this is because Hank Schrader stole the $2 million inheritance from Mike's granddaughter. Not once, but twice. And Hank Schrader just throwing Mike Ehrmantraut in the air, who may regret that decision to let Hank Schrader off the hook. Because Hank Schrader has now flipped his match in his direction. And Mike Ehrmantraut throwing bows to Hank Schrader. And Mike Ehrmantraut, what's he got in store here? A right hand and a chop. And a snap suplex. Picking Hank Schrader up. And what's he gonna do now? A big high kick and a left kick and a spinning back fist. Spinning back fist missing. Lefts and rights. And a kick up the middle. High kick again. And Mike Ehrmantraut showing Hank Schrader what Taekwondo is all about. But Hank Schrader with a knockout blow. And Mike Ehrmantraut kicking out at the 1 count. Dodging the punch of Hank Schrader. But Hank Schrader now going for a bear hug on Mike Ehrmantraut. And that strong son of a bitch might make Mike Ehrmantraut tap here tonight. And Hank Schrader getting elbowed in the head by Mike Ehrmantraut. Discombobulating the eardrums of Hank Schrader. Mike Ehrmantraut with a spear. Going for the pinfall. A 1 count. A 2 count. Mike Ehrmantraut is just beating Hank Schrader. And he quickly gets out of the ring and makes his escape and starts taunting the DEA officer who just struck the referee. And I'll tell you what, that is typical behavior from Hank Schrader, the DEA agent. If you know, you know. Up next, we have a singles match between long-time, and I mean long-time rivals, Gustavo Fring and Hector Salamanca. And here we have Gustavo Fring making his way to the ring. And this man, absolutely calm demeanor as he just walks his way onto the ring. And what's this? Hector Salamanca! Hector Salamanca's behind Gus Fring! And Gus Fring has just been struck from behind! And ladies and gentlemen, Hector Salamanca driving the knee into the face of Gustavo Fring. And we have Hector Salamanca now manhandling Gus Fring and throwing him towards the ring. Looking to get this match underway perhaps. And Hector Salamanca continues to beat the shit out of Gus Fring, who flips Hector Salamanca and throws a right hand. Hector Salamanca now throwing right hands of his own. and a half suplex by Hector Salamanca. Hector Salamanca picking Gus Fring up, throwing him towards the barricade. And these IWA fans are loving the close-up view of the action here. And Hector Salamanca dropping Gus Fring onto the barricade. And now picking Gus Fring's sorry ass up, throwing him towards the turnbuckle, and busting his face wide open. Throwing Gus Fring in the ring. And now this match can finally get underway. And Gus Fring getting the shit beaten out of him by Hector Salamanca. Just taunting. Gus Fring is Hector Salamanca. And these IWA fans are in absolute shock at the sneak attack we have just seen here. And Gus Fring getting his face kicked by Hector Salamanca, who's not letting up, ladies and gentlemen. And his fedora hat remains intact. And now, Hector Salamanca making his way to the top rope. High flying action here. Missing the attack. And Gus Fring now taking control of the match. Irish whipping Hector Salamanca into the corner. And Gus Fring clotheslining Hector Salamanca in the back. And now just kicking him 3 times in the face. Throwing the arm into the canvas, but Hector Salamanca with a kipper, very impressive by the old man. And now Hector Salamanca kicking Gus Fring in the back as Gus Fring just leans against the corner of the ring. Driving the knee into the face of Gus Fring. And now Hector Salamanca has just attacked the referee. And he's looking to make this match a dirty match. And Hector Salamanca now, steel chair in his hands. He's going to look to charge Gus Fring, who drop kicks Hector Salamanca. And now Hector Salamanca is going to just repeatedly bash the face of Gus Fring into the canvas. And now kicking Gus Fring in the face and once again causing him to bleed even more. And now Gus Fring taking control of the match. Swinging neck breaker by Gus Fring. And going for a quick pinfall. Not even a 1 count. Hector Salamanca with a high kick. This man is impressing me with his acrobatic maneuvers, with his high kicks, and with his agility, may I add. And now he's got Gus Fring in a headlock. And Gus Fring with a stunner. And here's Hector Salamanca, Gus Fring in the middle of the ring, whooping each other's asses. And Hector Salamanca reversing the strike by Gus Fring. But Gus Fring sweeping the leg of Hector Salamanca and driving him to the canvas. And Hector Salamanca elbowing Gus Fring. Back and forth action here at Friday Night Havoc. And Hector Salamanca with an uppercut and a chop and an uppercut and an uppercut. And now a high kick to the face of Gus Fring. Gus Fring with a big right hand to Hector Salamanca. And now driving the knee into the face of Hector. And Gus Fring gonna go for a big knee drop right to the face of Hector Salamanca. And a springboard moonsault by Gus Fring, missing Hector Salamanca. Hector Salamanca picking Gus Fring up, and a spinning punch right to the face of Gus Fring. Knocks him cold on his face. But Gus Fring reversing the Irish whip of Hector Salamanca. And now grabbing the cartel leader and putting him up against the turnbuckle. And Gus Fring kicking Hector Salamanca in the body, and now just driving and dragging his face against the rope. And Hector Salamanca getting thrown over the top rope by Gus Fring, who looks to take this match outside of the ring. And we've got Gus Fring now picking Hector Salamanca up for a quick suplex. And ladies and gentlemen, absolute ass whooping between these two. Hector Salamanca driving the knee into the face of Gus Fring, and Hector Salamanca is looking to pull Gustavo Fring through the announce table. Just throwing Gustavo Fring against the announce table, and Hector Salamanca is now making his way into the ring to break the count of the ref. And Hector Salamanca is on top of the announce table. What's he going to do here? Is he going to put Gus Fring through the table? Hector Salamanca with a big cartel slam. A cartel slam by Hector Salamanca to Gus Fring through the announce table. And Gus Fring has managed to reverse the Irish whip attempt. What the hell am I seeing here? There's got to be performance-enhancing drugs in that chicken that man is cooking up. Hector Salamanca has just kicked the ref in the back of the head, giving that referee CTE and giving Hector Salamanca at least 10 seconds to beat the shit out of Gus Fring with a weapon. But Hector Salamanca missing his attack. And now Gus Fring making his way to the ring. Hector Salamanca with a big super kick into the face of Gus Fring. High kick. Rights and lefts. And a big European uppercut. And now he's just stomping on Gus Fring, who does a swinging neck breaker. Hector Salamanca with another kip up. Very impressive physicality by the old man. And Gus Fring making his way to the top rope, curb stomp onto Hector Salamanca and sayonara. Hector Salamanca just kicked out at one. Hector Salamanca now rights and lefts, and now up the middle. Grabbing Gustavo Fring and driving those knees and those calves and those knees and those arms into the body of Gustavo Fring. And now Hector Salamanca kicking Gustavo Fring with the back of his heel. And here's the Chicken Man getting picked up by the Cartel Man. And the Chicken Man with the right hand. A big right hand by Gustavo Fring. And now Hector Salamanca's in the STFU. 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 He's gonna tap. He's gonna tap. Hector Salamanca manages to reverse the submission. Kicking Gustavo Fring in the body, in the face, in the body. Breaking the back with the knee. Kicking that broken back. And here's Gustavo Fring getting his ass whooped by Hector Salamanca. And who does a reverse neck breaker. And Gustavo Fring rolling out of the ring, showing that gamesmanship and that experience that he has. And here's Hector Salamanca throwing Fring inside of the ring and just kicking him in the back. And Gustavo Fring is now officially in hell. Hector Salamanca going for a cartel dead drop. A cartel dead drop. And Gustavo Fring has been knocked out cold by Hector Salamanca, who has just won this match. And ladies and gentlemen, what the hell have we seen here? Hector Salamanca victorious with a cartel dead drop. And oh my, what a display of action here tonight at Friday Night Havoc. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're as hard as me tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. And here's Hector Salamanca now going to attack Gustavo Fring. And he's just going to beat the shit out of Mr. Fring. And here's Hector Salamanca picking up the baseball bat and proceeding to beat the absolute dog shit out of Gustavo Fring. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're into this kind of action, please like, please comment, and please subscribe. Because here, as you can see, we take things very seriously at the IWA. As IWA superstars Hector Salamanca and Gustavo Fring continue to go back and forth with the action. And you just see the blood of Gustavo Fring laying and splashing all over the ground, the canvas, you name it. And these IWA fans are just cheering on and on for the onslaught that is happening at the hands of Hector Salamanca to Gustavo Fring. And somehow Gustavo Fring is still standing, even though his face is bloody and unrecognizable, and you see all that blood. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match we have just seen here tonight. An absolute violent showcase of IWA action. But please do not go anywhere, because we have more violence coming up next in a triple threat match for the IWA Internet Champion, Captain Extremo, Justin Kennedy, and John Michaels. And here we have Justin Kennedy making his way to the ring now. This man wants to prove to the IWA world, the IWA universe, that he is more than just a Shawn Michaels imitation. And we're going to see if he's able to do that. And I'll tell you what, this man is good at being handsome. But is he good at being a champion? Is he good at wrestling? We're going to find out here tonight. And here he's going to do his signature pose that copies Shawn Michaels. And here's Justin Kennedy now. making his way to the top rope, embracing the IWA fans after months of being on lockdown. And this is a very interesting match for Justin Kennedy because he has longtime rival John Michael Michaels joining him in this match. So it's going to be very hard to separate his feelings from his motives as he tries to become the IWA Internet Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the entrance of John Michael Michaels. And these two have a long and storied history of hating each other ever since they were back in acting school, in college, to when they were wrestling in the indie scene, all the way to when they made it here to the IWA. These two have kept their rivalry afloat. And you see, they try to outdo each other in any which way possible, whether it be the entrance, whether it be the movesets, whether it be the attire, whether it be the hair color, hairstyle, you name it, they're probably trying to outdo each other in it. These two men have consistently been obsessed with each other, and in my opinion, they need to just get it over with and kiss. But that is only my opinion, and I'm just Marty Feldspar, the commentator here for IWA Friday Night Havoc. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the show, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. And we have John Michael Michaels now gracefully making his entrance into the ring. And here's John Michael Michaels. There's Justin Kennedy. And now we await for the IWA Internet Champion, Captain Extremo. I absolutely have the utmost respect for this man and his wrestling style. He's always looking to put on a show for the IWA fans, putting his body on the line, no matter what, reaching all kinds of heights, doing all kinds of jumps, all kinds of flips, whatever it may be that he must do to entertain the IWA fans. That is why we love Captain Extremo. This man grew up wanting to be Cactus Jack. He grew up wanting to be Jeff Hardy. He grew up wanting to be Rob Van Dam. And by golly, he's all three in one. And look at him just carrying that IWA Internet Champion with all the pride and all the glory that it comes with. And Captain Extremo, I have a feeling he's looking to bring the extreme into this match as he does his strut towards the camera. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for this triple threat falls count anywhere match between Captain Extremo, John Michael Michaels, and Justin Kennedy. And do you see that beautiful IWA Internet Champion? That is what it's all about, baby. And the referee just holding the beautiful title up in the air to let these three superstars know what they're fighting for. And Justin Kennedy, John Michael Michaels, Captain Extremo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Extreme rules. And Captain Extremo immediately clothesline in the back of John Michael Michaels, who goes for a pedigree. Just kidding. A piled backbreaker to Justin Kennedy. I had my moves mixed up 3 times there. John Michael Michaels, ever elusive as always. Look at Captain Extremo immediately trying to bring the Extreme into this match. What did I tell you? And he's just failing at throwing the heavy trash can over the top rope. Almost. And here's Captain Extremo. I'm just infatuated with him now. I'm not even paying attention to the wrestling match. And there we go, Captain Extremo on the 5th attempt, throwing the trash can over the top rope. And now we have a wooden door from Home Depot. Captain Extremo needs to put that down right now. Commissioner Henderson will get pissed if the business card is charged to doors instead of his vacation to Cancun. And here's Captain Extremo kicking away at Justin Kennedy. He's got that door in his hands. What's he gonna do with the door? And he just throws it across the ring. Justin Kennedy grabbing John Michael Michaels up. Suplex. And he's going for a quick pinfall. The referee taking his time for the pin. And not even a 1 count. John Michael Michaels getting his ass whooped, but not enough for the pin. Justin Kennedy throwing right hands and left hands. And a big right hand to John Michael Michaels. And Captain Extremo just hitting Justin Kennedy with the trash can. Captain Extremo drop kicking Justin Kennedy. And now kicking away at him. Drop kicking him once more. And Captain Extremo chopping and kicking away at him. And John Michael Michaels is now busted open. And Captain Extremo is shimmying and strutting around the ring. Or the side of the ring, excuse me. And John Michael Michaels kicking Captain Extremo right in the balls. And now he's pointing at a beaten down Captain Extremo and a big right hand by John Michael Michaels. And John Michael Michaels picking Captain Extremo up. Irish whip into the ring. And facebuster by Justin Kennedy to John Michael Michaels. And John Michael Michaels walking around the ring. Justin Kennedy picking Captain Extremo up and dropping his face into the top rope. And Captain Extremo kicking Justin Kennedy in the gut. And now getting dragged across the ring by Justin Kennedy. But Captain Extremo showing some fight and elbowing away at Justin Kennedy. And now grabbing John Michael Michaels, Irish whipping him into the door from Home Depot. And Justin Kennedy gets attacked from the back. And Captain Extremo has just broken the door with John Michael Michaels' body. And that is a $250 door that we will have to charge to the Home Depot card. Damn it. And yes, my job as commentator is to commentate on these wrestling matches, but it is also to cut down on expenses for the IWA. And breaking down doors with wrestlers is not how we do it, goddammit. And here we have John Michael Michaels squaring up with Justin Kennedy. Justin Kennedy using acrobatics to send John Michael Michaels down to the ground. And Captain Extremo with a barbed wire bat in hand, swinging away at John Michael Michaels before Justin Kennedy drives his face into the side of the ring. And here's John Michael Michaels picking Justin Kennedy up for a big right hand. Captain Extremo kicking away at John Michael Michaels. John Michael Michaels Irish whips Captain Extremo into the ring. Justin Kennedy picking John Michael Michaels up, slamming his ass into his knee and his legs into the ring. That's got to be painful. And Justin Kennedy just ragdolling and throwing Captain Extremo in the middle of the ring. Justin Kennedy now circling around the ring as if he were a predator. Justin Kennedy, big rights and lefts to Captain Extremo. Picking him up for a suplex onto the hard ground. Captain Extremo going for a roll-up pin. Quickly broken up by John Michael Michaels. And now, Captain Extremo, trash bin in hand, looking to swing away at Justin Kennedy. John Michael Michaels drop kicking Captain Extremo. John Michael Michaels getting Irish whipped across the ringside, and Captain Extremo has just been sweet chin music by Justin Kennedy. He's just crawling towards the champion now, looking to put that arm over him. Just kidding, does not go for the pinfall. Now he does. And Captain Extremo does not need to do any work as John Michael Michaels has just broken out that pin. John Michael Michaels throwing Justin Kennedy into Captain Extremo. And now into the announce table. Again into the announce table. Captain Extremo moving out the way of Justin Kennedy. Justin Kennedy getting lead up against the announce table by Captain Extremo. Sweet chin music from Justin Kennedy to Captain Extremo, and sayonara, good night. John Michael Michaels getting thrown into the ring by Justin Kennedy. And John Michael Michaels clothesline to Justin Kennedy. And now, waiting for the contender to get on his feet. Captain Extremo with a steel chair, not successful. John Michael Michaels, quick suplex onto the top rope. And now, John Michael Michaels hammering away at Justin Kennedy. Big rights, big lefts. And John Michael Michaels going for a quick power bomb to Justin Kennedy, but Justin Kennedy punching away for dear life. John Michael Michaels getting DDT'd by Justin Kennedy. And Captain Extremo again failing to throw the trash bin over the top rope. And here's Captain Extremo busting the balls of John Michael Michaels. Captain Extremo at the corner of the ring, dropping both hands onto the head of John Michael Michaels. And a big right hand to the body of Justin Kennedy. And flare chops. And a big elbow. And a big kick. Twist of fate. Stunner. Captain Extremo grabbing Justin Kennedy for a quick suplex. John Michael Michaels eagerly waiting to fight Captain Extremo. And John Michael Michaels hits him with a suplex. German suplex into a pinfall and almost pulling a fast one on Captain Extremo. John Michael Michaels getting punched by Captain Extremo, who goes for a roll-up victory. Just kidding. John Michael Michaels slowly making his way to his feet, getting a steel chair thrown at his back. John Michael Michaels getting clotheslined into the corner of the ring. Slide tackled into the balls by Captain Extremo. Captain Extremo onto the top rope now. And he's gonna do a moonsault! 450 splash! Oh my, what a man we have here in Captain Extremo. Certainly puts the extreme in extreme. And here's Captain Extremo missing his steel chair shot on John Michael Michaels. John Michael Michaels leading Captain Extremo on and against the ropes. Dropping the elbow on Justin Kennedy, hitting the fans with a kick up and a hair flick to let everybody know how fancy and handsome that he is. And here's John Michael Michaels laying down on the ground. Captain Extremo missing the flip, absolutely, completely missing and butchering the flip. Who the hell was he aiming for? Second time's a charm perhaps. And this time he is successful on the jump to Justin Kennedy, a 450 splash, reverse style. And Justin Kennedy breaking up the pin and ruining the fun here. And now grabbing Captain Extremo and going for a snap suplex on Captain Extremo with a pinfall. And Justin Kennedy going to pull a fast one here. John Michael Michaels, Justin Kennedy, both men. And now, excuse me, should I say all three men on their feet now. Justin Kennedy getting thrown into the middle of the ring. And Captain Extremo means business. Kicking Justin Kennedy. Picking him up. And Justin Kennedy reversing the powerbomb attempt. And Justin Kennedy flying elbow. John Michael Michaels throwing Justin Kennedy over the top rope. Grabbing that barbed wire baseball bat. Absolutely stalking Justin Kennedy. And Captain Extremo missing the shot with the fluorescent light bulb. Or light tube, should I say. Captain Extremo hitting Justin Kennedy with the plastic light tube. And here's John Michael Michaels getting drop kicked by Captain Extremo. Justin Kennedy looking to throw Captain Extremo in the middle of the ring. Before Captain Extremo reverses with elbows and a big kick, more elbows. And picking Justin Kennedy up in the air for a big luchador slam. Code breaker by John Michael Michaels. And he goes for the pinfall on Captain Extremo. And we're going to have a new champion. We're going to have a new champion. New champion. John Michael Michaels is the new IWA Internet Champion. Oh my. What a display here by our new champion. What a code breaker to the former champion. The Art of War. This man is an ultimate opportunist. He took his chance at the greatest opportunity. And look at him now. Oh my, oh my, oh my. The IWA has a new internet champion, and his name is John Michaels. Look at our fierce champion, bloody, and just swinging that belt around. This is years of pain. He wanted to be a champion all of his life, and now he finally is one. And ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, former IWA World Heavyweight Champion Lalo Salamanca meets Tony Soprano. And ladies and gentlemen, Lalo Salamanca making his way to the ring for the first time since losing his IWA World Heavyweight Champion and being betrayed by his cousin Tuco Salamanca. And I'll tell you what, he looks very, very happy and in very good spirits, if I may say so myself. Look at him, he's always a good vibe, and he's just beating away at his chest and he's dancing around with the IWA fans. He perhaps is just as happy to be back as I am. And here's Lalo Salamanca, now in the ring, pointing around at the IWA crowd. All smiles here from the former champion. And perhaps he is just waiting to unleash the beast for when he sees his cousin that betrayed him, Tuco Salamanca. Tuco Salamanca, as you will recall, that Money in the Bank, fresh after winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashed in on his own cousin, Lalo Salamanca, while Lalo was in the middle of a fight with the big scary son of a bitch, Duke. And here we have Tony Soprano making his way to the ring to meet a fellow bad guy in film, Lalo Salamanca. Tony Soprano now making his way to the ring in true Italian fashion, in true Soprano fashion, with that beautiful button-up shirt with the vertical stripes. And I'll tell you what, this is about to be an action-packed match here tonight by both Tony Soprano and Lalo Salamanca. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the show tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out a tremendous amount. And we at the IWA are looking for any kind of help we can get due to all of the lawsuits that we are facing now. And here's Tony Soprano making his way to the top rope, just embracing the IWA fans, the IWA crowd, as he stares at his opponent Lalo Salamanca. And look at Tony Soprano, somewhat smiling, somewhat in good spirits. Lalo Salamanca, Tony Soprano, looking to get it on. Lalo Salamanca going for an immediate eye poke, but Tony Soprano means business with a German suplex to the former champion. And Tony Soprano now kicking away at Lalo Salamanca, and now just driving that back into Lalo Salamanca's face. And here's Lalo Salamanca making his way to his feet slowly. Tony Soprano, a big belly-to-belly suplex onto the canvas. Tony Soprano just beating the dog shit out of Lalo Salamanca nice and early here tonight. And here's Tony Soprano, big right hand to Lalo Salamanca, and Lalo Salamanca returns the favor with a big elbow. And Lalo Salamanca now has Tony Soprano leaned up against the ropes. And Lalo Salamanca getting grappled by Tony Soprano, who has Lalo pinned up against the corner. And now just dragging the face of Lalo Salamanca along that top rope. That's going to give him rope burn. And Tony Soprano with a big right hand to Lalo Salamanca. And Lalo Salamanca making his way to his feet slowly. And Lalo Salamanca, big elbows to Tony Soprano, drop kicking the knee of Tony Soprano. And Tony Soprano with a back scratch to Lalo Salamanca. And Lalo Salamanca getting leaned up against the ropes. And a big elbow by Lalo Salamanca, and a big drop kick to the knee of Tony Soprano. And Tony Soprano with a big clothesline to Lalo Salamanca. And going for the pinfall. Lalo Salamanca. Enziguri kick to Tony Soprano. And Lalo Salamanca now grabbing Tony Soprano, contorting the back and driving him face first into the canvas. And Lalo Salamanca high flying action, but to no avail, as Tony Soprano avoids the attack altogether. And Tony Soprano misses his high-flying attack. Lalo Salamanca now picking the Italian mob boss up. Lalo Salamanca making his way into the ring. And here's Lalo Salamanca just waiting for Mr. Soprano to enter the ring. And he's got his wish now. And Tony Soprano driving the face of Lalo Salamanca into the canvas. And Lalo Salamanca drop kicking Tony Soprano in the face. And a big right hand missing. Tony Soprano dragging Lalo Salamanca across the ring, who elbows Tony Soprano in return. And Lalo Salamanca eye pokes to Tony Soprano. And now he's just beating the dog shit out of Tony Soprano. And what's this? It's Tuco Salamanca. That's the champion's music. That's the champion's music. Tuco Salamanca's here. And Tony Soprano's gonna pull a fast one. Big Italiano flip. And Tony Soprano is behooved as Lalo Salamanca just kicked out at the 1 count. No distraction from Tuco Salamanca can help against Lalo Salamanca. A swinging neck breaker. And Lalo Salamanca now going ape shit as he is pissed off from hearing the music of his bastard cousin Tuco Salamanca, who betrayed him. And now Lalo Salamanca is gonna hit Tony Soprano with the 3 amigos. And ladies and gentlemen, Lalo Salamanca will be victorious here tonight as he just puts that arm over Mr. Soprano. A 1 count, a 2 count, and a 3 count. Just kidding. Tony Soprano has managed to kick out. Oh my. But for how much longer can the Italian hold on against Lalo Salamanca, who goes for the cartel splash? And Tony Soprano attacking the knee of Lalo Salamanca. And now Tony Soprano getting clotheslined by Lalo Salamanca. And now Lalo Salamanca, big elbow to the head of Tony Soprano. And just letting Tony Soprano breathe for 5 more minutes. And here's Hector Salamanca now on the ground as Tony Soprano makes his way to the top rope. And what has the Italian got in store here? As a big Italiano splash! Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Soprano is looking to put an end to this match against Lalo Salamanca. And Lalo Salamanca's reversed it. And Lalo Salamanca with a drop kick. Lalo Salamanca reversing the Mambo Italiano slam. Lalo Salamanca clotheslining Tony Soprano. And now on the top rope, cartel splash. And you can count to 20, because Tony Soprano ain't getting up from that. And Lalo Salamanca, despite a distraction from his cousin Tuco, finds himself victorious here tonight. And what a display here from the former champion, reminding all of us why he was a champion in the first place. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Havoc. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day. Marty Feldspar signing out.